Hello, Weekday Gamers here, and today we have some big announcements coming for Pokemon news related. So we're starting with new rules announced for Season 11. This has just begun, so, well, actually, no, it's not yet. I think we're still on Season 10, I believe. This will start on November 1st, and all the way up to January 31st, and keeps the same rule set as Season 8. Remember, when Season 8 began, you were allowed to use one restricted Pokemon, and they're going to keep it until January 31st. Now, I don't know what will be set after that. Maybe they'll go back to other rule sets and all that, and I really, to be honest, my favourite rule set has to be Season 6. Something's gone wrong. No, it just, what they call it. Oh, adverts again. Okay, so Season 6 was practically my favourite. Using Pokemon that don't normally get used as much. So I used a team somebody built, and it did really well. I think it was Sage and Pack's team of Drifblimp Raichu. If you remember the Drifblimp with weakness policy, Raichu with brutal swing. So, what does this mean? Okay, so it means that the next series is still going to be the same as Season 8, 9, and 10. What's after Season 11? Well, Season 12 we don't know, because Season 12 could be anything from 2 restricted Pokemon, a bit like VGC 16 and VGC 19. If you remember, back in 2019 and 2016. So Pokemon Unite. So we're moving on to Pokemon Unite. A small patch has gone live in Pokemon Unite. This small update will decrease the damage inflicted by Sylveon's moves Mystical Fire and Hyper Voice. So that means that it's getting, how do I put it? Oh, what's that word now? It's getting nerfed. That's for sure. It's getting nerfed. Yeah. So Sylveon's gonna get nerfed with Mystical Fire and Hyper Voice and all that. A bit like what they do now. So moving on to the newest set that has just hit stores. This set is actually a subset that is made up of reprinted cards from previous old sets, including Pop Series 8, Base Set, Fossil, Rocket, Delta Species, and many, many vintage sets that came out during them days. When you open these packs, you will know the nostalgia hits hard. Your childhood comes out of its shell back into the wild, and when you get those cards and you pull a reprinted old card, it's that nostalgia that really takes it home. Okay, so a new Poketoon has now dropped on Pokemon Company, which it's called A Blizzary Summer Vacation, and follows the story of a group of young boys who have gathered at a secret base. So, don't know much about this episode. I haven't seen it just yet. We'll end up seeing it later on. Don't know much about it, so I cannot tell you how it is. Also, the brand new episode web anime of Pokemon Evolutions has gone live. It went live yesterday, and it features Kalen versus Lysandre I think I actually talked about it. It's called The Visionary, and with Lysander, vision the future and all that. Okay, so moving on to Pokemon Secrets of the Jungle release. The movie has hit Netflix. So if you've got Netflix and you've downloaded it, or if you're paying Netflix, you can actually watch the movie. It's now to watch internationally on Netflix. I'm not sure if it's in Japan or Korea, or China, kind of in like them kind of things. The movie, if you don't know about the movie is about a boy called Coco, who was raised in the jungle by a Zarude. However, tragedy soon hit his forest of Okoya, and it's up to Ash and Coco and Zarude to save the forest. So basically, there is a new villain who is trying to destroy the forest or something, and a lot of Pokemon get injured or get severely, ill and all that because of this bad guy. I've heard. I haven't seen the movie, so I haven't seen it in Japanese. The movie is just like what Pokemon is normally about. It will get sad, and it has funny parts as well. So you'll end up crying and laughing. So moving on to Pokemon. This last part, I believe. So last night, people were receiving their Dada, Zarude and Shiny Celebi through a newsletter. Now, a lot of people don't have this kind of newsletter. Unfortunately, I'm one of them because I think Pokemon just stopped doing my newsletter, unfortunately, and I don't get a newsletter anymore. The last time I got a newsletter was in 2017, so it was like basically, but a good friend of mine actually gave me the codes, and I don't have any spare. And like if I did, or somebody donated the codes to give away, then I would do a giveaway. But unfortunately, there's no donations coming in. I would have given to people as gifts. So what is this event, Zarude? And well, the shiny Celebi comes with a lucky egg, and it comes at level 50. The Zarude Zarude is only Pokemon that knows the move Jungle Healing. At the moment, there will be more Pokemon that know the move Jungle Healing later on. Like if Smeagol ends up coming back into the game, then yeah, he would actually learn Jungle Healing. That'd be interesting. Honestly, that would be interesting. Like when Smeagol comes back. Now I don't know if any of the moves in Generation 4, like Dazzling Gleam and all that, like are they gonna actually put them in? So then, we Pokemon like Togepi is gonna use Metronome and bring out any other attack. So I don't know. But the Dada Zarude. So if you don't, what you've got to do is check your emails, either in your inbox or your spam mail, and if you've got your the codes, because they don't come in at once. I've been told. One comes in, so you get two codes. One's the Dada Zarude and the other is the shiny Celebi. So basically, I mean, if there was any donations going off, I think I would do a giveaway. But unfortunately, I know that many people are struggling to actually get these events. And I think it's really unfair that it's like this. Because they need a better thing. I think it would have been a lot better to release it mystery gift. You know, like Wi-Fi instead of passwords and codes and all that. It would have been a lot quicker, and I think it would have been, you know, less trouble to get the events. It would be less trouble. The only time when you go and get the event, you know, like, because it would have been a lot better. It would have been, you know, twice as easy to get on Wi-Fi mystery gift without putting a code in. It's not the code, it's actually Pokemon's newsletter that is really bad. Some people have basically signed up, and I've opted in, and unfortunately it's been an issue since day one. Some people say that because of the newsletter, all that Pokemon just says is that they ran out of codes. That is not an excuse. These are supposed to be just downloadable. You know, that you can just do. You know, it doesn't take much time. How can you run out of codes? It's a bit like. I mean, I get it if it was a you know, like not a receipted event, because it's on a computer. It's generated. Each code is generated by Pokemon. And basically, you can't just run out of codes like that. So basically, it was like I remember somebody, right, was trying to get the normal Zarude, and said, because it came out on the day, Pokemon said, we just ran out of codes on the first day. How? How can you run out of codes? That is not an excuse. An excuse is you signed up for that Pokemon newsletter and you don't get anything. And that person, you know, is like literally left in the dark kind of thing. I think it needs to be more easier for people to access, you know. Like if you want to, you know, like, I know it's easy to you to tick the box and opt in for like promotions and newsletters and all that. But unfortunately, it's not like that, is it? And yet people are being left in the dark with no newsletter, and then you find out that the last newsletter you received was like maybe 5 years ago. And I think it's Pokemon's fault and manufacturing, because what happens if that person who wants that code is a child now, and that child doesn't get the codes? That child is going to be disappointed. You know, they've opted in to get the newsletter with the mom or dad, and yet they don't get the newsletter. I think it's just a waste of time to actually get through to Pokemon. Not Game Freak. It's not actually it's not really the Pokemon company. It's actually people behind doing the distributions of newsletters. I mean, it's not easy to send. It's not hard to send out a newsletter and going, hey, you know what? We're going to send out newsletters to people. But now they're telling us that it's only people who have started a brand new account. Wait. It doesn't make sense. When you've opted in to get a newsletter, that newsletter should be always sent. I mean, I remember one of my friends who signed for a newsletter for I think a magazine or something, and each month it came out. And I'm like thinking, why can't Pokemon be like that? You know, like very, you know, well maintained. You know, instead of just going, you know, like, oh yeah, we've just run out of codes and we're not giving away newsletters to older people, to older users. So basically, I mean, a lot of people are actually missing out on these events, and I think Pokemon don't understand that even though it's just an event, people are actually missing out on certain stuff. So that could be like, you could get a newsletter and get people get information on tournaments or something, you know, like competitions. How would that person who doesn't get any newsletters, you know, literally be able to check their emails and don't get a thing? Yet that person is missing out on promotional stuff. I mean, it's been a really big problem over the past few years with Pokemon. I went on to Players Cup, which is not CP anymore because, CP will start on April 24th next year. So basically, the last tournament I was on was the International Challenge February, and that was in 2020. So that was CP, but I didn't get CP because I did garbage. And I only remember putting 5 Pokemon on my team instead of the regular 6. So I goofed up there. Okay, I goofed up. But yeah, that's what they need to really understand. Pokemon really need to understand. Giving excuses is not going to, a child doesn't understand excuses. Basically, many people will say they ran out. How can you say to a child, oh, by the way, they've run out? You can't get it. And that child is going to be so devastated and been waiting for those codes to come out. And yet people behind the newsletters don't understand how it's going to impact on a child. Because a child might not, us adults, we could take it, we could take it lightly, but a child might not take it lightly. And that's what it is about, that majority of these codes are not maintenance very well. And I think that's the downfall of Pokemon, the Pokemon.com newsletter that gets distributed throughout what they call it, throughout emails and stuff. But it's not just that. The codes that were given away, like the shiny Celebi and the Dada Zarude and the normal Zarude, and I think there was other codes as well. And unfortunately, it was the same kind of process that they all ran out. How can you run out of something that it's just generated? The only time when it does say it ran out is when they stopped doing the codes, which is so if you go on to the event, which is right here, really? Okay, so if you go on to database and Jesus, I can't even. And if you go on to current and upcoming events, which it says Wi-Fi events, there is nothing at the minute. But then you come to like Sandaconda, which was distributed by Game. Same with that's the only one. So basically, it's not really. Pokemon Go is not Pokemon Go. Pokemon.com is not really good at distributing newsletters, and it's not about. It's about what it represents. You know, the newsletter is what it represents. When you sign up for something, and they say, "Do you want to have news?" And you go, "Yeah, I'll have a newsletter." And it will be distributed every single month. Now, Pokemon is not the case. That's not the case with Pokemon. Because with a newsletter, you're supposed to get it every single month with information regarding tournaments or events that are going around the world, codes, Pokemon codes and all that. But that's not the case with Pokemon, is that there was one person who hasn't got a newsletter since 2014. And that's kind of really, really bad. And I think they need to understand that it's... So the Dada Zarude is level 70 and the Celebi is level 60. The Celebi's got the lucky egg. The Dada Zarude's got the choice scarf. So it also, there was the code for Wolfglix Colossal. I think I got that one. I think I got it. So yeah, so it comes with Jungle Healing, Amaharm, Power Whip, and Energy Ball, and has the I think is it the Wish Ribbon? I think. Is it the Wish Ribbon? Same with Celebi. You know, Celebi has Magical Leaf, Future Sight, Life Dew, and Heal Bell. Well, you can actually change the nature of Celebi if you weren't. Yeah, I think changing the nature to Zarude to Jolly Nature would be beneficial if you were running it competitively. You know, like if you wanted to run that. So basically, it says that there's no end date, and it's just North America and Europe. And it just says, it doesn't say newsletter on here. I think it's the downfall, really, of Pokemon.com, is that they don't distribute, events very well. Majority of these people will actually end up not getting the codes. You know, like, but if you've got anything spare, please donate to, to give away to people who don't have the shiny Celebi or Zarude or Dada Zarude. Many people don't have these kind of events because the newsletters are just really, really bad. So if you've got any spare emails that you're willing to donate for like a giveaway, just let us know. I'm not forcing you to do it. You don't have to. So, a lot of people are actually struggling. I'm not saying about me because I've already got the events. Offer a close friend. But it will help with other people trying to get Dada Zarude for their Pokédex or Shiny Celebi for their Pokédex as well. So I think it would be beneficial, I'm not saying you have to. It's your choice, or it's your choice. You can do whatever you want with those cards. It's your cards, so... But a lot of people will be, trying to get the codes off a newsletter if they get any. So thank you for watching, and I'll post any more information about Pokemon, Pokemon episodes, information, video games. But before we go, there was an announcement I think it was a few days ago, saying that there is a unannounced Pokemon game in the works. Also, that Junichi Masuda posted a picture on Twitter, and he stated that Omori, if you don't know Omori, who directed Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, is not in. Is not in. So basically, many fans are speculating that he's working on the next Pokemon games. We just don't know. We don't know. But this is one of the main things that many people speculate, is that it could link to the unannounced Pokemon game that is not in there. That is not in at the moment. Now, will this game come out in November? We don't know. Only time will tell, actually. Only time will tell. But we're actually hoping for a last trailer of BDSP this month, so which makes a lot of sense for them to release a last trailer for BDSP. Not sure about Legends Arceus at the minute. Because normally it would be December when we get the last trailer for Legends Arceus, as Legends Arceus comes out January 28th, so about 2 months after BDSP. Does that mean so basically we don't know what the unannounced Pokemon game is. We just don't know. Could this be Generation 9, or could this be a remake? Many fans are wanting Let's Go Johto. I don't want Let's Go Johto. I mean, we're actually 11 years for Pokemon Black and White. So if you're not familiar with Pokemon Black and White, we're actually the 5th generation of games, because the games came out in Japan in 2010, while like Heart Gold, Soul Silver came out in 2009. We got it in 2010. Japan got Pokemon Black and White in 2010. We got it in 2011, and so it was basically it was because there was nearly a year apart. Well, less than a year apart, because But thank you for watching, and hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you when the tournament starts, which is called the Spooky Cup. Registrations are still open for this tournament, so you can still get a chance to actually enter this tournament. I will not be hosting the tournament, so this tournament is done by Pokemon.com. So all you have to do is create a team of 6 Pokemon that are on the list. So you will find the list in Pokemon Home. So you go to News, and it's called the Spooky Cup, and all the Pokemon are actually listed. All the Pokemon that can enter. So it's known as the Spooky Cup, and it looks quite interesting. There is a few Pokemon that didn't make the cut. I'm actually quite shocked that Tyranitar isn't in it as well, so many people will be upset. But actually Incineroar has made the top. Okay, so I'm going to leave you guys, and hope you have a wonderful evening or wonderful day, morning, whatever. And I will see you next week, next Friday, actually, for the live stream of Pokemon Sword and Shield Battle Tournament, the Spooky Cup. Bye bye.